Welcome to the International Internship University, the world's first virtual university, which is concocted by the visionary Piyush Pandit. The vision of Piyush Pandit is to take education to students, and not students to education, for the betterment of society. He has just one dream: no child should be deprived of education. To fulfill the dream, he has worked 24/7, and the dream came into reality in the form of International Internship University. Through his concerted efforts, Piyush Pandit has made the education so facile through IIU, that the learner from any corner of the world, from any university or college, can avail it, as per their needs and comfort, at a very nominal rate. International Internship University is building a better and brighter future for all young learners, and is committed to providing quality, skill-based, affordable, accessible and location-independent education to all the young learners of the globe, by providing internship opportunities. International Internship University is metamorphosing the conventional education system, by cutting down the additional costs and providing access to more than 1,000+ courses and internships to their e-learners. Across 195 countries and 6 continents, throughout the year with over 150 virtual offices around the world. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with the World Education Organization, WEO, and International Accreditation Organization, IAO, and collaborated with all the world's top universities and educational institutions. Through the platform of MOOC, massive open online courses, with the aim of promoting internships and making modern education easy, accessible and affordable. IIU provides honorary degree, master's degree, graduate degree, certificate and diploma courses, professional education, customized programs, free courses, sustainable development goals courses, non-academic courses, blockchain technology learning lab and many more. The entire curriculum of the IIU is skill-based on the ethos of high academics, with the help of MOOC technology. Our country directors are constantly bonding with the corporate sector worldwide, whether it's MNCs or international job providers. This is done not only to benefit the students of that particular country, but also to benefit the schools or colleges which are affiliated to us. All the students and colleges will be given the support like online training, virtual knowledge exchange, internship opportunities worldwide, placement assistance. IIU is committed to providing stress-free education, with internship and entrepreneurship opportunities, without any financial burden on the learners and their family members. International Internship University, after its inception in Australia, India has become the main hub of its operations. Mr. Piyush Pandit, co-founder and COO of IIU, India, and chairman of Swarna Bharat Parivar, Piyush Pandit concocted the world's first internship university, the International Internship University. The world's first virtual university that emplaces internships as preeminent precedents. Piyush Pandit had a dream to provide idea of free education to learners across the world from the year 2017. After 2 years of continuous hard work and efforts, the research about the establishment of International Internship University has been completed in the year 2019. In 2020, IIU received the Certificate of Grant Innovation Patent, Australia under the Patent Act 1990. Innovation Patent Certification from WIPO Proof, ISO Certified 9001, 2005 and IAO accredited. International Internship University is duly registered in 2021 by Certificate, Section 60. Further, IIU has been registered in India and USA. International Internship University has formed various councils to address specific issues faced by students, youths, women, and in the field of education. International Student Development Council. Objective of this council is to help, guide, and motivate the students. The council is made to ensure that the voice of the students is not suppressed. Building a sense of community is the essence of the International Student Development Council. International Youth Development Council is formed with the objective of improving the lives of children and adolescents by meeting their basic physical, developmental, and social needs and by helping them to build the competencies needed to become successful adults. IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council recognizes the incredible skills possessed by a woman, respects their self-worth, and intertwines it with entrepreneurial skills to give a woman the power to create magic, magniloquence, and money with her skill sets. IIU Women Entrepreneurs Council is giving an opportunity to every woman on this globe to witness the uncultivated talents within her, to be the successful women entrepreneur. International Council for Educators recognizes the contribution of educators all over the world in the field of education, and encourages them to be a part of it and to change the lives of many more by imparting quality education and spreading knowledge worldwide. IIU is for everyone. Whatever you covet to be, whatever you crave to do, whatever you yearn to study, without any financial stress.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all honorable participants and the loving audience, all beautiful people present here from all around the globe. We are all here to celebrate the International Day of Forests, an important day. We are here together on our great platform. We are all like different raindrops, but we come from the same sky. Education unites us. Education gives us wings. It's so true. We all need healthy forests. We depend on them to survive, from the air we breathe to the wood we use. Forests provide necessary habitats for people and animals, protect watersheds, prevent soil erosion, and mitigate climate change. The greatest painter remains nature. The nature paints for us day after day images of infinity beauty. The green look of the earth, as the forest is rightly called, enrich the atmosphere with oxygen, without which life will be impossible, thus contributed to the maintaining the constant composition of the air. In the destructive action of the forest, an important role is played by the uncontrolled cutting of trees, which inevitably leads to change in the climate, to the depletion of wild animals, to the destruction of the natural balance. Unfortunately, illegal logging has long occupied in deforestation the front page of newspaper all over the world. But are we really doing something? Are we talking about it? And just that? No, we must to act. We must be united. Try to be different, to be the change. If you donate for one tree, you can definitely donate for more. 20, 100, 1,000. For what? You will ask me for what? Yes, for life forest, IIU Life Forest will be in 22 will be planned in 22 April, a big event. You will receive a certificate and poster, but the most important thing is that you will plant life. With your donation of only $4, a tree from Life Forest will bear your name. You will write history. Each tree has its own story, right? Regardless of age and origin, you can become an important pillar in supporting and organizing, conducting social and humanitarian events. Give life to a forest allows people to get involved in change. You are just one step away from creating a forest, a story that you will be able to tell your children, your grandchildren. Please support this great big project, this big initiative of IIU. Also, in 22 April, we will plant around the world again. A great news. Be part of the biggest SDG project divided into several stages. Plant life, plant hope for tomorrow's generation. Last year, on Earth Day, 12,876 trees were planted in all countries in the world. You put the flag of your country on the virtual map of the plantation. This year, I hope you will do this again. We had over 1,400 participants and over 150 partners institutions in the project. Also, soon will be Climate Science Olympia 2023. You can become a part of global movement to address climate change organized by Maharishi Gandhi Swami Group of Institutions in collaboration with Indian Computer Institute at A-Village Kunda. This event provides an opportunity for students between the age of 10 to 25 years to make a difference and contribute for the Sustainable Development Goals set by United Nations. These are the great projects of IIU, and we will have, because we are innovative, IIU is a pioneer in the field of education, and we fight for a more great planet, for a healthy planet. I'm pleased and honored to present you IIU. Behind the name, the brand is a team, a family with a big soul, open to the new, to the change, because IIU is the change. It's my honor to introduce you the team IIU, the strong support of IIU. We're all working consistently to achieve the vision and mission of IIU by bringing the new era of education all over the globe. The inspiration of IIU, Sri Gandhi Swami Ji Maharaja, his blessing and guidance in every endeavor of IIU are stimulating. Trustees of IIU, Dr. Roshni Lal Ma'am. This is Anju Pandit, trustee of Rana Bharat Parivar. Visionary founder of IIU, Mr. Piyush Pandit, the man behind the success of IIU. Other co-founders of IIU, Mr. Stephen V, co-founder IIU Australia. Mona Anja, co-founder IIU Indonesia. Nada Ratkovic, co-founder IIU Europe. Board members of IIU, Dr. Snika Kadam, Chief Operating Officer, Director Academics Global. Dr. Andrew Sabarwal, Director Academic IIU India. Depshika Pathak, Global HR. Academic Professor, Academician Professor Chap General Ebori Aushilo Charles, Vice Chancellor, IIU, Head of African Continent and Country Director, IIU Nigeria. Mrs. Nada Ratkovic, President of IIU Research Center, Country Director, IIU Croatia, President of IIU Research Center. Dr. Inga Karlicheva, European Head, Country Director, IIU Georgia. Dr. Nidhi Bansal, Editor Revolution e-Magazine. Edmina Raescu, President, Women Entrepreneur Council, Country Director, IIU Romania. Let's meet IIU Advisory Council, Dr. Pratibha Mishra, India, Dr. N.D. Mathur, Dr. Parin Somani, Dr. Vijay Kumar Sah, Dr. T.P. Sashi Kumar, Dr. K.L. Ganju, Dr. Siam Sandar Patak, Dr. T.N. Sesh Kumar. Let's talk about IIU a little. International Internship University is building a better and brighter future for all your learners and is committed to providing better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional cost and providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to their learners across the globe. IIU has been accredited and affiliated with World Education Organization and International Accreditation Organization and collaborated with all the world's top university and educational institutions throughout the platform of massive open online courses. IIU provide various certificates, include diploma, graduation, post-graduation diploma, post-graduation courses, and honorary doctorates. IIU has received many accreditations as per international standards for its innovation, vision, creativity, ideas, research, and white papers publication. International Internship University for sure build a better and brighter future for all of you. Now, I want to invite our great Vice Chancellor, Professor Chap General Eboria Ushilo Charles, is a professor in education in the area of technology, peace, diplomacy, crimes against humanity, philosophy, psychology, literature, poetry, editor, advisor, motivational speaker, and public intellectual with over 35 years of teaching, administration, and research experience. Welcome, our great Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much, our able moderator, who have been so nice, doing good work, and God will come to reward you. I need to appreciate every one of us. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I thank God for IIU. IIU have been doing his best, and I give kudos to God for the effort that God has given IIU to manifest the glory of God so that everybody will be aware of this conference and be aware of what we are called to do. Happy International Day of Forests. We are one health, one family, and one future. We must do things in common. Let's plan together around the world. Let's be the change. Let's be one voice, no matter what corner of the world you are in. We are raindrops from the same sky. Let's act. Nature has brought us together. And as a result, education has also given us wing. The wing that the education has given us for us to fly. That is why in this our conference, we have very powerful topic today, which after I must have given my brief talk on it, we have professionals. I give kudos to all the speakers who will go to speak on today's occasion. Once again, happy International Day of Forests. Conservation and management of forests is the practice of planting and making forested area for the benefit and sustainability of future generations. Techniques used to improve forest area and make the available resources sustainable includes the following: nature and protection principles, economic development principles, social development principles, sustainable forest management practice. What do we actually mean by the word nature protect principles? We all know that economically sustainable forestry responds to environmental concern caused by the deforestation to ensure that it's one, improve air quality, thanks to oxygen and production of capturing air polluted by trees. We also give thanks to God for decreasing the biodiversity loss by supporting abundant flora and fauna of forests. We also give thanks to God for the mitigating climate change, thanks to the accumulation of carbon in the forest soil and the trees. Dry trees mass is about 50% carbon. We also give thanks to God for preventing the soil erosion by fixing the soil with forest flow and vigorous tree root system. We also see the need why the nature should be protected, because it reduces floods as trees makes a natural barrier to water stream and slow them down. We also look at the economic development principle. We talked about the economically sustainable forestry standard correlate free harvesting with forest preservation and concern the commercial interests of all involved parties. The economic aspect of the sustainable forest improve the possibility of an employment, rise of the population, income, and trade relationship between countries, attraction of investment, and more. We also see the social development principle that talks about the socially sustainable forestry method aim to perform the following tasks: improving living standard of a local community that rely on forest for a living. Also offer forestry related jobs addressing unemployment. We also see it also meets work safety requirement in forest, ensure tender and raise equity, labor rights, and other social securities. We look at the area of sustainability forest management practice. We talked about the forest conservation. In modern forestry utilizes multiple techniques, such as deforestation and the reforestation, a large forest area on our planet, and the ability to distinguish, treat tree disease and disease, and empowers forestry managers to save their farm and mitigate losses. We also look at the area of replanting forests after harvesting, contribute to ecological sustainable forestry, and we still look at this selective logging and thinning, preventing from failing the entire standard. We look at the area of clear cutting and removal of manure trees, contributes forest health and stimulate offspring growth. We look at the control bond, naturally revive forest on condition the process does not go beyond control. We still look at the specific training, post-forestry technique. We look at the way planning facility, the solution for more sustainable forestry. We look at the satellite monitoring enable remote control of the forest state and timely response to diversions. We also look at the control monitoring of forest stands as sustainable forestry practice. We talked about the regular inspection of determined and effective forest farm run. Yet this is not always feasible, especially when it comes to vast distance or harvest hard to reach location. We look at the area of it is where remote sensing is particularly handy. Satellite monitoring is among the most effective forest management practice, allowing foresters to greatly improve their businesses. It will interest us to know that forest monitoring user can enjoy the following: monitor forest stands remotely, assess overall forest health, track changes and receive regular problem area alerts, dictate and report illegal logging with satellite-based deforestation map. Also compare, plan, and actual tree falling scope, control forest regrowth, and do various analysis before and after deforestation or more, all in one place. We can now see all these areas are so paramount, and we thank God for giving us the ability. It's only for us now to put this together to make sure we are able to conserve our forest and our tree. We need to introduce a forestation program. We need to control forest fire. We also need to do proper utilization of forest resources. Proper care should be taken to protect the forest from diseases. We also need to do existing forest should be protected from diseases by spraying chemicals, antibiotics, and development of peace state of tree, preventing exploitation of forest and forest products. All these things are very, very important. And also we need to plant trees. And planting trees, you can see that increase the forest cover. It does a lot of things. So all these things are very paramount. And one thing I want us to also know critically, which is very, very important, is that we need to donate, make donation and money to organizations that helps to conserve forests. That is why, like IIU, like other organizations, most especially IIU, can see what we have, what the moderator said initially. So all these things are very paramount. So before the end of the exercise, we will know more about it. Good speakers are here, powerful speakers are here, who will deliberate on it. I give glory to God for this opportunity. Thank you very much, IIU. Thank you, my able moderator. Thank you for my speaker. Thank you for everybody. May God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our great Vice Chancellor. Thank you for your blessings and your great words, your strong words, a great message, a powerful message. Thank you so much, respected Professor Charles Eboria. Thank you. Thank you. Before to call the next speaker, I want to present you the man behind the success of IIU. Is no other than Sir Piyush Pandit, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds, possessing excellent administrative, verbal communication, and writing skills. He is a next-gen speaker and passionate writer. The versatile Sir Piyush Pandit is the founder of Swarna Bara Parivar and chairman of Piyush Group. The very visionary Sir Piyush Pandit had just one dream: no child should be deprived of education. And this dream come true, is true. He co-caused the world's first virtual internship university during a pandemic, the International Internship University, the IIU. Mr. Piyush Pandit, the multi-talented and devoted personality, has received a plethora of awards, recognition, and honors in acknowledgement of his contribution to social work, education, entrepreneurships, and so on. The list of his milestones is endless. Congratulations and good luck for your project, great project in e-village. It is a truly glorious and innovative project. Thank you, Sir, for your support, always support. Now, I want to present a great friend that I admire. She is from USA. She is classroom teacher for 24 years and involved in global education from 8 years. She's philosophy of education is student-centered learning and project-based. She believes that the students learn best when they are invested in their own educational journey. And she strongly believes in the power of uniting people around the world to ensure equality and diversity in education. She says we can all learn from another and we are always better together. Perfectly said. She started she's own international educational non-profit 2022 called Global Lighthouse Studios with over 15 schools in network across 6 continents. His name is Donna Guerin. Welcome, my dear Donna. Happy to have you with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here today among all these wonderful people and educators. And I just wanted to say that I love the work you're doing. I love how you are using the power of the SDGs to unite people around the world. And right now I'm actually doing a big project called Water is Life. And I believe that all of the SDGs are intertwined and that we need to work together to help our climate and to help our planet and to empower students around the world to take action for helping our planet. And so I just wanted to say thank you so much. I'm really honored to be here today. And I apologize that I'm not on screen, but I just wanted to say I love the work you're doing and I love how you're uniting people, both students and educators around the world to ensure a happy, safe, and healthy planet. Could you hear me?
Yes, thank you so much, my dear Donna. Thank you. Your presence here means a lot for me. I know you have a lot of work, you do great projects, and hope we will work together in the next project to say the word, to make a better world for the next generation, because we believe in this. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to have you here today. Thank you, Donna.
Oh, thank you so much. And I would love to work with your university. That would be an honor.
Perfect. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Now I want to invite also a great country director Italy and a country director of Women Entrepreneurs Council Italy, Nearpod certified educator, verified educator on Kahoot Academy, and Puzzle coach and Wakelet community leader, teacher of mathematics in high school. in San Giorgio a Cremano, Napoli, Italy, Melissa Esposito. Welcome.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody. I'm very happy to be here for your inviting me for this important session. I'd like to share my screen. Can I?
Yes. Sure, my dear Melissa. You can share the screen.
Thank you. Oh, okay. This is my presentation. Let's begin. I wanted to speak to you about International Day of Forces. The COVID-19 pandemic that swept the world in early 2020 had several important raised several important questions. First, the man of the 21st century has suddenly realized his vulnerability, not only as an individual, but even as a species, despite all the advantages. To avoid other pandemics, the primary role of forests has emerged very clearly. Forests are essential resources for life. In particular, the merit goes to the emission into the atmosphere by plants and forest soil, and consequent inhalation of certain biogenic volatile organic compounds, which make the forest a real dispenser of natural aromatherapy. The concentration of these substances in the forest air depends on the tree species, the season, and the time of day. The degradation of forest areas is therefore a sure recipe for attracting serious risks to human life, not to mention damage to biodiversity and the climate. The great forces between development and collapse of civilization. Trees and forests are our best purifiers of the atmospheres. And by virtue of their key role with respect of the terrestrial ecosystem, in their absence, it is completely unlikely to imagine the survival on the Earth of many species, including ours. The tipping point after which the collapse of our civilization occurs has been defined as the moment when the global population reaches its peak and begins to unwillingly decline. Humanity has at most at 10% chance of escaping collapse within a time period of 20-40 years. For example, by 2040 to 2060, in the absence of sufficiently far-reaching technological developments, only an immediate collective effort, mainly aimed at halting and reversing the trend of deforestation, represents the only realistic possibility of avoiding collapse. Forest and climate, an unexpected and surprising link. The first and most obvious service offered by global forests is that of carbon sequestration, which accounts for almost 30% of all carbon dioxide, the most important greenhouse gas, emitted into atmosphere by human activities, half of which is due to tropical forests. The scale and importance of these services has led to the proposition of forestation of new areas and the reforestation of previously deforested areas as the last change to seriously combat global climate change. Yet forests play an even more important and subtle role than climate stability, based on previous studies showing that large forest systems, such as the Amazon, locally recycle up to half of the moisture carried by the oceans as precipitation. In 2010, it was shown that forests are not very efficient recyclers of moisture. More importantly, these recycling turns into precipitation in areas very far from the forests themselves. So much so that, for example, in South America, the Rio de la Plata basin depends on evaporation from the Amazon forest for 70% of its water resources. And Western China, home to the largest cereal crops, depends as much as 80% of its water resources on recycled moistures from Eurasian forests, from Scandinavia to Western Russia, for example. Large natural forests not only recycle the humidity which carried by the winds triggers precipitation even very far from the forests themselves, but they even create the winds. In particular, the condensation of water vapor exhaled by plants in coastal forests creates areas of low pressure in the atmosphere, which in turn sucks the wind from the ocean. This wind carries the humidity inland until it reaches other larger forests, and the process repeats itself, thus creating a veritable river of humidity up to enormous distances. The Europeans were the primary responsible for the larger forestations in the world and the consequent damages to the stability of the climatic system. Moreover, they could not know the most extreme consequences, since no place in Western Europe is more than 600 kilometers from the ocean or from the sea. A recent study of forest ecosystems has shown that if the distance separating by two large forest ecosystems grows beyond a certain limit, at least one of these ecosystems can plummet towards extinction. Furthermore, deforestation can lead to further forest losses. Finally, only natural forests are able to optimize the proportion of old and young trees, allowing the forest itself to trim and provide all its services. Natural forests should be strictly protected. Allowing natural forests to regrow and expand, despite the slow process, appears to be the surest measure to restore the planet's climatic balance, as long as carbon emissions caused by human activities decrease rapidly. My presentation is ended, and I thank you all for listening to me. It's a great pleasure to be here with you. Thank you again, Armina, for inviting me here.
Thank you so much, my dear Melissa. Excellent, excellent. Like always, I'm happy to have you here. It's very important for me. I know you also, your time is very short, but you are here with us and it's very, very important. Thank you so much.
Always for you. I'll be here always for you. I love you. Thank you
so much. I appreciate so much. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you.
Now I want to invite another great educator. She's from Portugal. She is an innovative teacher. She has a lot of great idea and is PhD student. Welcome, my dear friend, Sandra Costa.
Hello, Ermina. Good afternoon, and hello, everyone. Today we celebrate the International Day of Forests, and the theme of this year is Forests and Health. In this brief forest bath, I share a poem with you. Green Tree by Fernando Pessoa, one Portuguese poet. Green tree, my thought, in you it is lost. Seeing is sleeping right now. How nice not to be, being awake, also in me grinning on gibbs sheets. Tremulously feeling the body, breathing the soul, not being who you felt, but take it easy. I had a dream which I loved. If the morning come, how I hate her. Night come back, and the dream to me, it was my home, my kindred soul. Then I lost it. Remember, I wish, if I never know what it was. We forget some dreams, but in reality, we must remember to preserve the forests, see more green and less black, to have more health and quality life. And this is my reflection to this day. We have to preserve the forests to have more quality life. And thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for all. Now I have to do my class. I have to go out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear Sandra. Extraordinary, extraordinary. Always with something new. Thank you. I love your style. Thank you so much. Now we have here, I think, yes, we have Trust Muteka here. Is a conservationist working with orchid, vegetable and herbal gardens in Zimbabwe. He runs a nursery at St. Jude's Special School and collaborates with organization and his community to raise tree nursery and to spread the trees around the country. He plays with children in his rural village and encourages them to keep their environment clean and to raise trees. Frostlunder studies sustainable practice and climate resilience at Lund University, Sweden. And he is one of Zimbabwe's top teachers in inclusive education, a finalist for the Global Teacher Prize in 2022. I must say this because I know you are modest. Welcome, my dear friend.
Thank you very much. Hello, good to see you.
Hello, welcome. You
thank
are
you
not
very
so
much.
visible, but you are here with us. This is important. A great
Thank you.
leader and a great teacher who
Thank you very much.
partner with us in Let's Plant Around the World.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who is promoting the planting of trees and restoration of forests. I'm so happy to be a teacher. And at some point I was worrying, oh, I became a teacher, maybe I was supposed to be a farmer so that I would plant trees. But I'm so happy I got an opportunity to work with the students as a teacher to promote restoration of forests. In Zimbabwe, I was at St. Giles Special School for 15 years, and with the students with disabilities at St. Giles Special School, we managed to raise nurseries, and not only with the students, but with their parents and with their friends from the communities, musicians, poets coming to St. Giles to support our seed bank so that we would have a fruitful restoration, even from our backyard orchards. Why is it important also to have backyard orchards? It's because if we have fruits in our backyards, it means we are not going to plunder the forest. So for me, I'm very privileged to be a teacher. Like right now, I'm working with the student teachers in Rwanda, where we are doing art and craft. And doing art and craft and creative performance, we are doing music and we're playing musical instruments that are made from wood. As for me, I've been making musical instruments, hundreds, thousands of them, but it's something now very touching to reflect and say, okay, how many trees have been destroyed because of my musical instruments? So we have to give back to the community, to the forest. We have to give back by way of planting trees, and even by way of encouraging others to plant trees. I'm so happy to be encouraging student teachers who are going to teach. I'm teaching them in hundreds. They are going to teach in thousands, even maybe to millions as the generations pass. I'm privileged to be around people who encourage me, who are here right now. Thank you very much for encouraging everyone, for encouraging the world to promote health through forest. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, because you are here with us. It's so important. And I told all of you that Trust Teacher, like I said, was a strong pillar in Let's Plant Around the World. Thank you for all your great work. I'm honored to have you. Thank you so much here today. Thank you.
Thank you,
teacher. Thank you. Now I will share a video from a great woman, Dr. Anuka from United Kingdom. She is PhD, PMFA, founder of Global Sustainable Futures Progress Child Partnership UK, provides leadership to a global network administrating multidisciplinary activities and research partnerships development platform. Dr. Anuka received the Global Sustainability Award 2022 and the Development Leadership Governor Enrique Thomas Cresto Award 2022 and Global SDGs Woman Ambassador Award 2022. She have all my admiration and she is a great leader. Let's hear the recording. She couldn't be today with us, but she sent a recording.
Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Anuka Thakur, founder of Global Sustainable Futures Progress to Partnership Network. We live in a polycrisis world today, meaning we have crisis of post-pandemic, economic crisis, we have environmental crisis, and we have security crisis. However, this moment offers us a unique opportunity to review our development model and to correct the landscape so that we can sow the seeds for the future. We must take care of our resources and protect them. And this includes people, forest, biodiversity, rich ethnic and radical legacy, social and cultural wealth. Having forest in the world implies that we must take responsibility and protecting them and having a strategic vision to manage this immense heritage, which needs to be converted into prosperity and well-being for the population. Deforestation alters the rainfall region, agribusiness, and energy generation, worsening the lives of the local population, damaging the economy, and bringing destructions. So deforestation increases inequalities. It increases violence and insecurity and prevents productive capital from flourishing globally. So we must stop decreasing biodiversity asset. The first step to co-create a future is to materialize and overcome the limitations of the traditional economic model comprising investments and the creation of businesses and jobs for the future. We must have the most progressive visions for the global society. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a really pleasure, a strong message from a great woman leader. All my admiration, and I am humble, Dr. Anuka Thakore. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you are there live, or you will see us if you can now. Thank you so much. Now I want to invite another great leader. He is principal and director of Kilimanjaro Field and Plus Environment Protection Initiative, Dr. Alberti Zablon Timaro, another big pillar of project Let's Plant around the world. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I would like to share my screen.
Sure.
Yes. I'm Dr. Alberti Zablon Kimaro from Kilimanjaro Field and Class of Environmental Protection Initiative, KEPI. Today is a good day. It's the day of the nation, United Nations, about the forest. As you can see, health forest will bring health people. This is the activity of tree plantation at Kilimanjaro, Tanzania. Benefit of natural vegetation. Here we can see we have spring water. We can get forests, home of biodiversity, to reducing greenhouse gases, treatment of climate change or climate action, and water can be used for drinking, to get power, and different types of irrigation. You can see the picture here. Yes, this is the natural spring water. In my side, Kilimanjaro, we have some area of a natural vegetation. So I use this natural spring water, different parts. We can see here have many biodiversity here because of the good environment, shade. The same this area, there are many also. This is near forest, but it is a source of water. You can see here is a many biodiversity. Now you can make this water in the junction for irrigation. When you after water in the spring water, now it's going to the junction. After junction is going to the canal irrigation, as you can see here. This canal irrigation is type of irrigation which is friendly. It's not bad because using is a manual. We don't use a mechanical. So this irrigation can help us to get a food. No, without water, we don't get a food because water is a food. But if we don't make natural vegetation, we cannot get a water. So climate change or climate action problem is a human activities. Many creatures were suffering due to climate change. As you can see the following picture, you can see show practically source of climate change. Many creatures will die, other was moving for their original place and they live another area where there will be safe or danger area. Now is our time for all people around the world to write article or research paper work about living things are in danger to extinction in the world and measure how to protect it for future generations. Human activities is like you can see here. People go to the forest, cutting down the forest, other burning the forest. They cause many things. Biodiversity, creatures will move from side to another side. When creatures see the fire running, other die here. So it's better people to change the attitude to think about the environment. Dear human around the world, please, I would like to support the campaign of the top of pollinators in the world, name is bees, for benefit of future generation. I would like to say about the bees because when you talk about the trees, it's like water and sugar, or it's like tea, coffee and sugar. Because if you have bees and you have trees, you can balance the life because each one need another one. Tree need bee for pollination, bees need tree to do pollination and for future, because without bee, we don't have a life. Yeah, will the pollinator have a direct benefit without any cost of money for community? As you can see here, in the farming, forest crops, and the treatment of climate change. According FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations, benefit of pollinators help 75% of crops producing fruits and seeds to pollinate, increasing biodiversity, increasing production, providing micronutrient-rich foods, maintain ecosystem. The next May we have the day of bees, so also is a campaign because is the amount of the best environment. Benefit of would-be pollinators provide pollination process, as you can see, environmental benefits in agriculture ecosystem, provide quality and quantity of crops, improving biodiversity, human health such as many vitamins from honey, pollen, crops, fruits, vegetables, and plant. And to this year, theme of the World Bee is say we hope that we have an unbelievable World Bee Day. Therefore, the few pollinators, it means that there are a few seeds in the crops because bees carry pollen from one plant to another plant. So they can produce seed which grows food and our health include different types of crops, fruits, vegetables, and nuts. So how to do? Reducing harm pesticide. Don't destroy environment. Rural area beekeeping program. As you can see here, in rural area we can do activity like this one. And I wish in the village at the IIU, we can select one point to put bee there. Saving the earth is starting now. For sustainable tomorrow, let's start today. Let's plant a tree around the world for benefits such as our health, biodiversity, environment, and for future generation. Yeah, I have a competition. My competition was started January up to April. For anyone who is interested in write a research paper or article, living things are in danger to extinction in the world and measure how we can do to protect it for future generation. And this is our team member. Yes, this is my WhatsApp number. And I have some clip according climate change. Before this area have a lot of water. This is my work at field in private as a research, and I can see something according climate change. So I would like you to say thank you. Thank you so much.
So much. Thank you so much, Kimaro. Extraordinary, a great leader, and who not just talk, who is always in action, who fight for a better world. Thank you so much for your presence here. Thank you. And together we are stronger, like we said. Let's plant around the world soon, and let's plant the IIU Life Forest. Now, I want to invite a great student from Romania in computer science and University Polytechnica of Bucharest, one of the best universities from Romania. Multi-medalist in social science field and environmental field, golden medal to international competition, IFEST Tunisia. Welcome, Mihail Stănescu.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you all. Congratulations to the previous speakers, they were very interesting, and good luck with your future activities. And now also I prepare a presentation, and I try to be more creative because I don't have so much volunteering stuff in this type of activities. And I try to find the meaning of the keyword forest, and I made an acronym. And let's try to discuss about a little bit why I choose these words for this word. First of all, F can be about the force because everyone know about the force of the natures. I think when bad things happen to human, also starting from the nature because it was disturbing. Another interesting fact about O, it's about oxygen because everybody knows forest is the, let's say, why not the earth, because using the oxygen we can live. Another interesting fact, it's about the creation because I think everybody when want to relax, I think a good walk in the forest can help a lot also about your mental health. Another interesting fact is about enthusiasm because I think, in my opinion, nobody can be depressed when they are walking in the forest, and why not when they see the animals, so the flora and the faunas. Another thing which is very interesting about the next letter S is from the symbol, because for example in Romania, when we are talking about forest, to some materials at school, we are thinking about freedom. Also, we are thinking about health, and not the least, we are thinking about adventures. Many, okay, when I was a child, I lived, my grandparents lived in the village, and the adventures was always in the forest near the village. And yeah, I had some interesting memories from there. And not the least, it's about the time because, okay, let's talk a little bit about one pictures. Here we can observe a big tree from a forest. So something like that. When we see a lot big tree, we are thinking, okay, he has a lot of memories. And also about biological effect, when we know how old can be a tree because we can count the rings on the tulip. And yeah, it's very interesting to understand the period of time which one tree can survive. Yeah, so in my opinion, forest can be the acronym about the force, oxygen, recreation, enthusiasm, symbol, and time. Very interesting words in my opinion. Thank you for your attention.
Great. Great, Mihail. Thank you so much. A great student that I'm so proud of you. So proud of you always. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your presence here today. Now I want to invite another great leader. She is also the host of our talk show, Successful Living, Maria Fernanda Gualotuna from Mexico. International speaker and host, Successful Living talk show. Welcome, Maria. I hope you hear me. Maria, are you there? I think she is not. The connection is not good. I want to invite now also a great leader, Professor Dr. Amber Mehren Mia, honorary doctorate in humanities, education, and humanitarian global goodwill ambassador President Success World One First Academy, Professor of Education, International Internship University, Mental Health and Wellness Global Advocate, Advisory Board Member, UK International Motivational Speaker. Welcome, Gemia.
Thank you so much, Sister Armina. I wonder, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Welcome.
So thank you so much. I'm sorry, I will not put on the video for today because I am really not feeling well. So I'm sorry for the voice. There's also, it's very hoarse because of my being ill, but I was not going to miss the opportunity and miss the platform and to learn from all the speakers. So thank you to IIU, and thank you to you, and thank you to Professor Charles and Piyush Pandit, sir, for this platform and for creating such an important awareness for us all. And you know, I'm not going to give a speech because I'm going to just say something. When you feel the way I do, for example, right now, when you battle for a breath, the one thing you're keen to be able to do is just get a breath freely. And where do we get this from other than from nature, from our trees, from our forests? So when we're able to breathe properly every day, it is something that is so taken for granted everywhere across the world. Then if there's one thing the pandemic taught us all is the actual great gift we have in being able to breathe properly. And oxygen is something we don't pay for. So we need to really give gratitude for our forests, for our trees, and we need to start to really take care of them as opposed to hurting them, because we need to realize that we need them. They need us to look after them as Mother Earth, and we need them to give us the nurture that mothers give children. So when you think of the forest and the trees, think of them as if you would your mother, because you need to make sure that your mom is well. So we need the nurturing from the forests in order for us to be able to breathe and survive and be well. And the other point I'd like to make across is not a scientific one, but more natural one. When it comes to our children, most often we speak stories, right? And sometimes our stories are about jungles, or they're about forests. And when we're talking about forests and jungles, sometimes the story would be like a horror story. We'd say in the jungle, there was the monster. And that creates a perception in the child's mind that anything to do with a forest or a jungle is negative or scary. On the other hand, you will have stories where in the forests ran these beautiful rabbits, and they brought along their friends, and you'd find little kids that were making little water wells in forests, etc. The reason I'm bringing up these two versions is because the way we make sure our children perceive a forest, the way we teach our children to perceive a tree, is important for them to understand the worth of that tree. So as much as they will be learning and being taught the scientific importance of why we need the leaves, why we need the tree, why we need the oxygen, and we need the details about carbon dioxide, these are facts that they will learn. But they need to learn to